Welcome to my world.
Okay, I want to do the apple. This is the Let's Resin apple. It's been in this box. Dust on it. And I just remembered I've never done this apple. And the other day, I did this crinkling. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to cut this into pieces, and then we're going to put this in the resin, and that's what we're going to put down the sides of this apple, I think. But I think maybe also I might, and I don't want to mess this up, but I think I would like to flip it inside out before I do that. And I want to take, there's a blemish there, a silicone blemish there. You see that? Yeah, it's part of the silicone. I want to take a mica and go around just this edges here. So, and I want to do like a green or a brown down in this stem. So, I'll be back. All right, so I have a couple of different choices about what I might want to use. And I have the Let's Resin glitter powder here, and then I have the holographic glitter here, and I want to decide which one would be the best. That's pink. I don't want pink. That's purple, black, silver, aqua blue, and gold. And I don't think I like any of those. So let's put those up. We're not even gonna look at those. Put these up. So let's look at what I have in here. That's orange. Oh, that's pretty. That's a spring green. That's blush. Rose red. Light purple, purple, brown, maybe in the stem. Silver gray, sky blue, gold, sapphire. That is pretty, but that's not apple pretty. And then blue. So maybe rose red and the brown. I think maybe that's what we'll use right now. And we'll put this out of the way, and we're going to go ahead and mica this. So let me think on this a minute. I'll probably need to put some gloves on. I don't want to use alcohol in this right away with, so I'm going to just stick these gloves I got from Temu, by the way. Now they're not 6 mil, they're not as thick as I like, but they work. These are a size small. And they work. I think I prefer them the way that they're made. Okay. So let's do this, and let's do this, and it looks like this is already attracting random stuff. There we go. Yep, it's already attracting stuff because it's static. Ugh. So tape is your bestie, static is not. All right, let me put this over here. And this is your switcher. You just clean your brush off on this when you're switching from one to the other. And we're going to put red around here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. We want it to be just around, you know, around that spot, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Now, one thing you got to remember is this is very staticky. So, let's see what we can do. Look, can you see how that's... There. This apple's pretty good size. Okay. Because it's a glitter powder, it's not like painting mica on, you know. It's working more with the static process and the places that I'm putting it. Because you see, you can actually move it around. But we're good with that. All right, now let's clean this off. And let's do the stem. And I'm just thinking maybe just putting it down in there like that. Let me get a smaller brush. Remove that so we get, there we go. And I'm putting a generous amount down in there. I'm going to just put a little bit around the edges here too. There we go. All right, so that's where we're at with that. I am going to put this away. And then we're going to cut this. So let's see. Let me get a cup. And I'm just going to grab a big pair of scissors because we're not, you know, we're wanting it. It doesn't have to be any kind of certain way. Just cutting it. I do want to avoid glitters, other than what I specifically have applied. I don't want random pieces of anything showing up in my mold, so I'm really watching for that whole random glitter thing, because you know that you end up with random glitters. I don't know if you watched the video on how to take your cellophane sheets and make them crinkly, and I can actually, maybe when I put all this together, I'll attach it. But it's super easy. It's just super easy. See, it's wanting to stick to my hands. I'm trying to keep everything down in this cup. Flying all over the place, isn't it? Let's just turn it this way now. All right. There we go, maybe. This is like sticking to me. Okay. This is funny. If we can get it from one hand to the other, like that, and then just focus on this hand, maybe. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you want to keep a kid busy, give them something like this to do. All right, so yeah, let me see what I can do. I'm going to get this cleared off and mix up the resin. Okay, so I've got my resin mixed up. This is magic resin, 1:1 ratio. I have 8 ounces of A, 8 ounces of B. I heated 8 ounces of A in warm water, and then I added B, and I used my resin, the resin stir or resin mixer or whatever for it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to add some resin to this cup of very clingy, let me move this, very clingy cellophane pieces. All right, let me get a stick. And you can see here I ended up taking this glove off and just letting everything stick to that glove so that I could move away from this project. Just want to get, I probably didn't add a lot of resin to that, not a lot, just enough to get sticky. That way I can kind of do this and remove it from the glove, because man, oh man, is the static, whoo, is it working today. I'm just going to get these pieces. Hopefully, I'm going to add a little bit more resin to that. There we go. It was too funny, guys. I just decided that I'm slipping this glove off and leaving everything stuck to it. It was quite funny. It is quite funny. I mean, you know. Here we go. Now let's try to get some of the more of these pieces in there without them being stuck to me. So, yes. The frustration is real. We're getting there though, right? Just a couple more pieces. We're good. All right, let's get rid of that glove. Let's stir this up. We really want to saturate this. Kind of helps to prevent the bubble action that goes on. Okay, I need to turn this inside back the way it's supposed to be, and I don't want to mess up what I've done, and this mold is not the easiest to do that to. All right, there we go. There we go. I'm not 100%. We'll see. We'll see. It's the first time doing it, and you know. You never know what it's going to come out like. So I am going to go ahead and I'm not going to spray with alcohol because I normally spray my molds with alcohol, but with the glitter powder in the bottom, I'm not going to do that. I want to let the resin go down and kind of attach itself to that first. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to add some of that glitter powder, the red, to, there we go, to the resin. I think that's what we're going to do. Go ahead and...
Real quick, I wanted to let you know that the Let's Resin glitter powder is very fine. It's kind of powdery, but it's like fine little pieces of glitter.
See, it's the red.
So
Let's Resin glitter powder.
When it's mixed or even laid on there, it's not like a coverage. It's like little pieces. So that's why I decided to go ahead and add to the resin so that it would be through the whole mold.
See it spreading. There we go. There. All right. So we have this, and I'm just going to kind of, I'm going to press on this. I want to encourage any bubbles to come up. It's not a thin base, like this is pretty wide. I don't predict any issues, but let's go ahead and start putting some pieces down in there. That's workflow. I'll be back.
Out of this paradise, I'm talking syncopated. cups are all we'll ever know. But anywhere with you could feel like Rome. Out of this paradise, I'm talking syncopated breathing, love every evening, going 365, dancing every night, fading in, out of feeling, permanently high. I'm talking you and I, going 365. Sunrise and summer skies, we're never far from home. I'll always keep an eye up on the road. Cheap clubs and coffee cups are all we'll ever know. But anywhere with you could feel like Rome.
While I'm still on the phone, I just went ahead and layered the cellophane pieces and then the glitter resin. And if you look, you can see that that glitter is very fine pieces in there, and it just really will make this whole piece pop.
All right, so workflow calls, but I don't know if you can see it, but there's bubbles that are trapped. So what I'm doing is I'm working the bubbles to the top so that we don't have bubbles in our project. See? Work them to the top, pop them out. So that's what you're seeing me do right now, is kind of like working those bubbles up. You need to make sure that we're not going to have bubbles in the project. And that's what we're doing.
Guys, you really have to take your time when you're putting things down in there to try to eliminate those little air pockets. So you have to be patient. I am pulling from my inner self.
Out of this paradise, I'm talking syncopated breathing, love every evening, going 365, dancing every night, fading in, out of feeling, permanently high. I'm talking you and I, going 365. Sunrise and summer skies, we're never far from home. I'll always keep an eye up on the road. Cheap clubs and coffee cups are all we'll ever know. But anywhere with you could feel like Rome. Out of this paradise, I'm talking syncopated breathing, love every evening, going 365, dancing every night, fading in, out of feeling, permanently high. I'm talking you and I, going 365. Sunrise and summer skies, we're never far from home. I'll always keep an eye up on the road. Cheap clubs and coffee cups are all we'll ever know. But anywhere with you could feel like Rome. Out of this paradise, I'm Sunrise and summer skies, we're never far from home. I'll always keep an eye up on the road. Cheap clubs and coffee cups are all we'll ever know. But anywhere with you could feel like Rome. Out of this paradise, I'm talking syncopated breathing in love every evening. Going 3, 6, 5, dancing every night, fading in, out of feeling permanently high. I'm talking you and I, going 365. Sunrise and summer skies, we're never far from home. I'll always keep an eye up on the road. Cheap clubs and coffee cups are all we'll ever know. But anywhere with you could feel like Rome. Out of this paradise, I'm talking syncopated breathing in love every evening. Going 3, 6, 5, dancing every night, fading in, out of feeling permanently high. I'm talking you and I, going 365. Sunrise and summer skies, we're never far from home. I'll always keep an eye up on the road. Cheap clubs and coffee cups are all we'll ever know. But anywhere with you could feel like Rome. Out of this paradise, I'm talking syncopated breathing in love every evening. Going 3, 6, 5, dancing every night, fading in, out of feeling permanently high. I'm talking you and I, going 365. Sunrise and summer skies, we're never far from home. I'll always keep an eye up on the road. Cheap clubs and coffee cups are all we'll ever know. But anywhere with you could feel like Rome. Out of this paradise, I'm talking syncopated breathing in love every evening. Going 3, 6, 5, dancing every night, fading in, out of feeling permanently high. I'm talking you and I, going 365. Sunrise and summer skies, we're never far from home. I'll always keep an eye up on the road. Cheap clubs and coffee cups are all we'll ever know. But anywhere with you could feel like Rome.
So let's unmold this. I am so excited to see what it looks like with the cellophane that I put in there and then the glitter powder. I think it's just going to pop, shimmer, and shine. Wow. Wow. I'm not kidding you. Wow. And I pick it up just to look at it again because it's so pretty. Just turned out so pretty. So these little crafting spatulas, they're really good for going in and kind of breaking that seal that the molds have with the resin. It makes unmolding a little bit easier.
Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 3:56 p.m.
I'm inspecting it for bubbles just to check and see if any bubbles were able to hide from me in that cellophane, and I don't see any bubbles. This apple turned out magical. Wow.